and welcome to my channel. So today we're going to be doing part 3 of our Enchanted Dragons colour along. Basically this is from Enchanted Forest by Johanna Basford, and we're doing one, because there's 2 of these, but we're going to do one of the fold out dragons at the back, and we're doing them in gel pens. If you've not seen the first parts, there's 2 parts prior to this, 1 and 2. I will put a little linky up in the corner to the playlist, and then you can start at the beginning or pick up wherever you've missed out along the way if you've done part 1 but not seen part 2. So yeah, let me just zoom in the camera, and I'm going to bring it in a bit from the side as well, so hopefully my hand will not block the view of my colouring too much. So yeah, see you in a second. Okay, so we've got our gel pens. This is our pack of 10. I'll just move them to one side. And I've got a few leftovers. These are the same brand and set, but just we're on the dregs of these. So yeah, I'm using them up first where I can. I leave the green out because we're going to do some more leaves. We're breaking that up into bite sizes so it's not so monotonous. And also I've got a piece of scrap paper here. It stops me getting glitter on my hands. Or, you know, helps stop it smudging. So we use this. It's not very attractive, but it does the job. So we'll start with the green, and I'll get the other green out of the set. So we're working with these 2 greens. So it's a light green, which is this one, and the dark green, which is this one. So yeah, let's just get stuck right in. Now, if you missed the previous parts, well, if you missed the previous parts, you need to go back and see what I've done. But if you've forgotten, we are deliberately leaving spaces in the greens just in case we run out of pens and, you know, we decide to use a slightly different shade from another gel pen pack. Then that gives us the option to come back at the end. But rather than get to the end and have 3/4 of our picture done in one green and then the last end bit all in a different one, that would really show up. So we leave spots to scatter about and keep it even. So yeah, enough talking. Yeah, let's just get stuck straight in. So today is Saturday that I'm filming this, which is unusual for me. I don't usually film at weekends, but I've been enjoying this colour along so much. I was actually like champing at the bit to do another bit. So part 3. I haven't edited parts 1 and 2 yet. I'm gonna at least make a start on that this weekend, so that I don't have all the editing sit and wait for me at the end, because it's always the editing that takes the time with these videos, at least with me. I know some people just upload, some people don't even have the software to, sorry, I need to pin that down, to edit videos in the first place, and they get by just fine, but I can't help it. I need to poke and prod and put music on and edit out all the moments where I'm going, what shall I do now? Though hopefully there won't be too many of these in this one, because this is a much easier colour along to do than we had with our Busy World one. Now I think I'm going to leave these leaves, and we'll have that in whatever we do that colour in. So we'll come to that at the end. So let's get straight down to these ones. We are, for the most part, at least on the leaves, doing straight colouring at the moment. The cunning plan, oh, I forgot, I missed that, didn't I? Let's do that quickly before I forget again. The cunning plan is to come in a bit later with the black gel pen and just put a bit of shading in. I did do that a little bit up in the top corner in part 1, just to show you what the plan was. But I want to do that in a bigger session, because it's kind of quick but it'll also, because there's so many leaves, it'll take a while, so I'm not sure. I will break it up because oh, I've got a blockage, hang on. Okay, there we go. You won't have heard that because I will edit out that. You don't need to hear a woodpecker down your video. But what was I saying? I forgot already. Oh yeah, so the shading with the black, I'll probably, perhaps when we've done the half of the dragon, so a page, I'll come in and do the shading with the black. And then there's not all left to the end is a massive boring session of just doing black. I don't know, I might come along and stick in a little bit. And I think, what shall we do? Yeah, I'm just going to stick to this dark green with these ones. So yeah, even though we are straight colouring at the moment, there will be a little bit of shading. And obviously, if you've seen the dragon so far, you know that we're doing a bit of blending there as well. I must remember to keep checking the camera. I forget, because I'm zoomed in a bit, I forget that my work area isn't quite so big on camera. Tell me, will you, if I go out of shot? Just yell, let me know. You can do that, right? Even though I'm filming this, like, you're not going to see this for probably about 2 weeks. Maybe a little longer even, it depends. Depends what else I have coming up on the channel. And I've got a busy week next week. Got a lot going on. So, and hopefully I'll have a haul video to film, which you will have seen by now. It's going to be the AliExpress one, because I did get a notification saying that it cleared customs. So that's good. It means it'll be here imminently. I've been wondering about it. It's way slower than the other 2 packages that I had ordered, and I'd ordered them all within like 3 days of each other, I think. Oh look, I've not done the middles. So yeah, I can finally get my AliExpress haul done, which in turn means I'll be able to get my swatching video done of some pencils, which, you know, if you've not seen that, I've got some pastel pencils from the Marco Raffine brand. And if you've seen my finished pages, not finished pages, everything I've ever coloured pages, then you'll know that, yeah, let's do these dark, shall we? Yeah. You'll know that I've got the regular Marco Raffines. That was my first pencil set. And the pencils I've used in the most by far were their pastels, but there wasn't very many of them. But I did some great sort of mermaid. Now I do colour over the black, remember. Even though it's not obvious to see, you can see it. But yeah, I done some really nice mermaid hair and things like that, and fairy wings as well in pastels. It works really well. So I saw these pastel pencils, which are actually, considering they're Marco Raffine, they're quite expensive. The swatching will be up by now. I'll leave a link to that. Hopefully there'll be a win and not a fail. But a set of 24 pastels, and they cost £12, I think it was. So you know, that's about the same price range as Black Widows, which is obviously more expensive than the Marco Fiends usually are. Do you know what I think I'll do in these ones as well, but I'm going to do it in a light green. So hopefully they're a win, and that video should be up by now. And then I thought, after I've done that, I don't know, this will depend on what you tell me. I'll ask this in the video as well, whether you're interested. But I will do not a tutorial, but I'll just show how I do, say, the mermaid hair and or the fairy wings or a unicorn mane, you know, that kind of multicoloured things with the new pencils, assuming they're good and assuming you're interested. So yeah, that is to come, but I won't be filming that next week. That'll probably be the week after. So I doubt if that'll be up on this one. Right, sorry, I'm a bit croaky. I'm just going to grab a drink. There we go. With the magic of editing, you didn't hear me gulp. So, well, right, yeah, let's get to these lighter colours then. I'll do these in the lighter green. And then also in this haul, what else have I got in there? Oh, I've got some really cool colouring books, so you should have seen those. Some Chinese colouring books by, I think her name is Dao Dao Mayo. I think it's a woman. I don't know why I assume that. I have no idea if Dao Dao Mayo is a male or female name, because it's a Chinese name. Perhaps somebody can tell me and fill in my cultural ignorance of what is a male and female name. And so there'll be flip throughs of those. I'm really excited to get those. They're so cute. They're like chibi books. Chibi, kawaii, I'm not sure what you call them. I think. Can't even remember. That's what's supposed to be arriving hopefully today. Let's go back to the dark one. But you'll have flip throughs of those. There's 3 of those. And then also there should be a bunch of stationery items. Loads of washi tape. Wow, if you like washi tape, you need to check out AliExpress if you haven't, because they have tons of the stuff and it's super cheap. Super cheap. So yeah, that's all in the haul video. And then, not that everybody will be interested, but if you are, because I know there's quite an overlap between the two hobbies, I bought some diamond paintings as well. Now remember, I'm going over the black, even though can't see it properly. The leaves. Oh, I've missed a leaf there, haven't I? Let me just do that. And that way, when you tilt the page, it's still going to be glittering on the right leaves, on the right areas. Okay, so let's move this over a little bit. Let's do in here. I can move that down a bit. And we'll do this in the light green, because I do like this green. It's a sort of lime green. That one in the dark. We're just mixing it up so that, you know, it's interesting to look at. Right. Yeah, I'm going to go light with that. I perhaps should have done his little beard thing first, shouldn't I? I'll have to be really careful when I do that after, so that I don't smudge this green that I'm just putting in. It is one of my pet tricks, one of my party tricks. I always forget. I start off with the best intentions. I'm like, don't forget, don't forget, don't forget. And then I forget. I don't think I've ever coloured a picture, not once. Okay, maybe once on a mandala or something, but I do a lot of gel pen colouring, and I nearly always smudge it somewhere. Which is why I usually end up having dark backgrounds. Because when in doubt, we find ways to hide our mistakes. Right. And then we'll do a bunch of leaves here. Yeah, I think, right, so we'll start off with the dark and then work down with the light again. I don't know if you can hear it, hopefully not with the, because I've got my little background music tinkling a lot of the time, but it's super windy here again. Like, wow. I mean, the weather apart from that is gorgeous. We've been having fantastic weather this week. Considering it's like the middle of September, I think one day it was like something like, I don't know. I didn't actually check on the day. I know the day before they thought it was going to get up to 27 degrees or 28 degrees. And it was actually really nice because the breeze, obviously because of the time of year, was really cool and fresh, but the sunshine was warm. And, you know, as it's not light for so long, many hours a day, we didn't have that horrible situation where overnight it's so hot. Because I don't actually mind the hot weather in itself. During the daytime it's fine. When I hate the hot weather is when it's, you know, still 22 degrees at night time. You know, that's just rude. Right. I think after we've done most of these leaves, this little section till his claw, I think we'll stop there, well, on the leaves, and then we'll move on and do a little bit of our dragon, eh? Because that's the fun part, because that's where we're doing the blending. But it is monotonous blending. I say monotonous, it's just the same thing over and over. So it does have potential to get really dull, which is why we're also breaking it up with leaves. That is my technique for avoiding being bored. If there's a picture full of leaves and flowers, I don't do all the leaves. I'll do some of the leaves, then I'll do some of the flowers, then I'll do some more of the leaves, and then I'll do some, you get the idea. But it works because, you know, I hear people saying, oh, I can't do another Johanna picture because, like, I'm so tired of leaves. I'm like, I'm not. I'm fine, I'll keep going and going. I'm like the, what is it, the Duracell bunny. I'll just keep going. The key to it is knowing what your threshold is and making sure that you don't pass it. And if you avoid that burnout, I suppose, of doing the same thing over and over, then you're all right. I'm the same with diamond paintings. I do different colours, and you know, I just keep, even though you're still doing the same, putting a drill on, I'm not one of these ones that does the whole canvas in one colour at a time. I will do a corner and then do, you know, do all the colours, because just psychologically it just makes it more interesting. Right, shall we do them? Yes, let's do them, and then we'll move on to dragon. Okay, so I just noticed I've missed a little bit. Right, so remember we're doing the black side of our leaves. I know I've said that before, but it will look really odd if you start to forget halfway through, so I will just nag you. Sorry. Now, if you see me missing it, do let me know. Ha ha. Now, that is different. Yeah, that's different, but I think I'll do that in the dark, because that's what we've, can you see that? We did those type and they are similar, so I'll do that, whoops, I'll do that in the dark. Sorry, this fold out spread is great, but it's a bit of a pain to manage. It's a bit of a wrestling scenario. Whoops, that's okay, we don't mind going over the edge, it's fine, don't panic. Don't panic. Let's give that a little tap out again. I think I'm going to stop there, because if I go too far over, then I'm leaning across it to get to the dragon. So I think we will stop the leaves there. Yeah, we'll do his the rest of his mane, his chin and his leg, I think, today, and then next time we can get into these ones. So moving on to the dragons, and the reds, oranges and yellows is what we use for that. So let's get those. Right then, so these are the three colours we'll be using for our dragon. Oh, I should be careful that I don't put my hand in that would be smart. See, that's how I do it. I'm leaning on the book. Forgot already that the gel pen was still wet. Yeah, but no accident. Oh, but I did just notice, look, you didn't tell me I've missed a leaf there. Good job I looked to see if I'd put my hand in it. Okay, back we go. Right, so red, orange, yellow. Let's start up here with his mane, because this is what we got sidetracked from in the last part. So if you remember rightly, we are doing, so we start dark with our red. We'll do a couple of strands at once. But we want to do it kind of different lengths, so that we don't want his like where we blend into orange and yellow, we don't want that to appear all in the same place basically, because that's just, you don't have that kind of symmetry in something like hair. So we'll do that. And then we finish off with yellow or gold, whatever you want to call it. I call it both, depending on my mood, on my fickle whim. Right. So there we go. We want this one to be quite long. Again, we're just doing the same as yesterday, so we overlap, and because orange obviously is a natural fit with red, do you know what, that's got a bit bunged up. Let's try that again. Because orange is a natural fit with red, and then when we do the yellow, obviously that fits with it, so it just makes a really smooth blend. You can get nice blends with gel pens, but not quite often, not this smooth, but this just works really well. I must remember to use it on something in future again. Okay, so we need to do this black area red. I do have a feeling that the first pen we run out of will be the red, as obviously we're using quite a lot of it. Just bring that down there, fill that in. We don't want to do too much though, because obviously we have to lean across it to get into here. So right, okay, so let's do, we can do this bit, can't we? So where it fades out, we're just flicking it down, because we're going to change direction there. I think what we're going to do is, where we've had red for the dominant part there, we're going to make him a bit more fiery for this bit. I won't get too far ahead of myself. So we'll make the orange a bit more dominant on this one. And then the yellow, kind of giving us a highlight. And I think we'll keep the red in there, like where he, because if you think of it, obviously he's curling around this way, but I see them as like, you know, curling these little panels are like, what do you call them? Not cells, you know, like a crocodile, where the whole section of the thing is curved. So he's curving this way as well as this way. You know what I mean, don't you? So yeah, we're going to make it nice and orangey, a bit more fiery on this one. Really make those colours pop. Now, on that basis, I think I will do this panel orange instead of red. If you ever see me occasionally pause for no apparent reason, it's because I'm checking the camera, make sure I'm still in frame. Not that I'm paranoid or anything. What should we do? Let's do, yeah, we can keep coming down for this bit. Yeah, one more, two more, and then we'll do his chin before I box myself in and I have to lean across everything. So if you can see just where I'm doing it around the edge, I'm doing a little circular bit so that it's not a hard edge, because whilst they do blend, when you're only using a little bit of gel pen ink, you'll get a hard line otherwise if you don't make that bit of effort to soften the edge. Just as you would with a pencil though, it's not a new technique or anything. See, that's a bit hard, so yeah. Right, let's do his chin then, before we forget. So we'll do exactly the same as we did his mane, for want of a better word. So we'll just be doing, again, we want the red to be the dominant colour. Further up. And because that area is so small, I'm just going to go straight to red to gold. Again, just red to gold. Skip the orange, don't really need it. But here we'll do a bit more. Oops, nearly. My gel pen did hit the paper there, but fortunately it was just caught at the angle so that it didn't leave any ink behind. Alright. for a change, I'm going to go red, just orange now, rather than lean to the gold. Right, so I've made sure that each bit here, now we're on this little section, that I'm doing different levels of where the red comes down, because we don't, as I say, up there, we don't want it to look in any way sort of, we don't want any patterns or anything that looks symmetrical. Everything will be different lengths. And also we want our oranges to lay next to our reds. We don't want red next to red, orange next to orange. We want, you know, red next to an orange. So you see here where it's red, but here it's orange. So it just, yeah, you know what I mean. Right, so that's his chinny chin chin done. Shall I carry on up here? I did say I was going to do his foot, didn't I? But it's a really big area, so I think I might, well, let's just do his claws as I'm holding the yellow. And I'll do his claws like I did his teeth in that colour. Do a little bit more of this and a little bit up here, and then we'll finish on this claw area, because that's a big area, a bit like his head, and we'll want to leave that to dry. So yeah, let's just do a little bit more up here, so we can do our bit more in this bit here. I know it doesn't seem like we're doing much because we're going over the black, but trust me, it works when you see it in person, which hopefully, no, I've done that bit, haven't I? I need to decide how I'm going to do some of these little scales. That's the word I'm looking for. I think what we'll do is we'll stick with this style, the straight blend, and then just as we did, as I plan to do with the leaves, we'll wait for it to dry, and then we'll come back with the black and just put in some definition so that the scales all jump out, much like, you know, she's got shading in here. We'll just emphasize that. So let's do some of these. I don't know how she's gonna, that scale's a bit different. I'll just do that then. Just trying it out, which is why I'm only doing one at a time at the moment. When we're a bit more sure of our style. We can obviously start to do them in batches. But these ones here, just under his mane, are a bit different from the rest of them. I'm just going to go straight to the yellow with that. Here, this bit, I think we'll just stick with red for this. Straight red. I might go over the top. That's as far as I'm going to go with the orange later. It depends what I do with the head. But whatever we do with the head, that's what we're going to do with that trim. So yeah, let's just go straight to yellow because it's only small. again there. And I think we'll just, so I think for these, we're going to make them primarily red. We'll have it fade out to the orange. And we'll just save using, let's see how this works. We'll just save using the gold for the little outliney, bits. Yeah, so I think, well, this is probably where we'll use the black a bit more in these, and that should give us a contrast, hopefully. Let's try another one. It's hard to tell on these top ones. Okay, so that's that. We'll just do them bits there. That bit orange. Make this bit more yellow. Let's try another one. We're only going to be able to tell if this works once we've done a few together. So I think that could be working. Try another one. Okay, so we've been doing black. We've been doing treating that as red for the most part. Let's try another one. And when we do this yellow here, to make sure that we don't drag, we want to make sure there's plenty of yellow showing in this bit. So when we do this bit, we always make sure we drag the yellow out away from the middle, because if we drag it inwards, then we risk dragging in the orange and the red, and it will dull it. Well, it won't dull it, it'll make it orange, is what it'll do, and we don't want it orange. Yeah, I think that's working, isn't it, as a technique for these scales. It's still giving us some variation. I'll just do a couple more, and then we'll do his claw. What was it doing? Ooh! doing down the edge because this is, we can come back for that. It's these inner bits where we have to risk reaching over later. We'll get these done. But obviously we won't go past this. What do you think? Is that working? I think that's working. Obviously we've only done a small area, so it's a little hard to tell, but I think by the time we do all them, yeah. Right, so let's do his claw though. So I think we'll do his claw. What do we want to do his claw, folks? Do we do it red, like we did his head? And then we could do them little circle things like we did on his head. We probably should, shouldn't we? So let's do the red. Must mind try it, hopefully not to drag in there. And because we've got our little stripes here, we'll try and keep them the direction that way. So if it does streak, then it's going in the way of the illustration. Just had to tap it out there. I thought it was looking a bit pale. I'm just going to stop there because I want to do this claw. I'll just keep going like this for this area. I'm going to start to curve it as we change direction, because look, that's where the line's going now. Let's go from this way. Meet in the middle. just going to twist the book a bit, sorry folks. But as we're going down this way, where are we? Look, it's got it going that. She's got it going in all directions. That goes that way, that goes that way, and that goes that way. I think though I do prefer to go this way. Trying not to go over what I've already done there, because that's what causes the streaks when you go ink over ink. Okay. Clawed on. Do you know what I think? I think I'm good with doing that actually now. We'll do the circles the next time and then we can finish his chest and do a few more of these scales next time. But if we break it up, then hopefully it won't do too bad. And then also we'll do leaves at the top this time, next time. This time, next time, you know what I mean, the time. Let me just zoom you out so you can see how we've got so far. Okay, so this is the story so far. We've got quite a few leaves done. Obviously we've got our head done. You can see the difference between, you know, the oranges and yellows versus the reds. So that's, I think that's coming out quite nicely. Hopefully in the next part we'll start getting a real feel for how these scales will work as well, because obviously we've only just made the start of this. And remember to, at the end, we're going to be going back with a black gel pen. So these areas where Johanna has shaded them, we're going to give that some help. And the contrast will also therefore make things pop a bit more. So yeah, I think I'm quite pleased with how this is going so far. I hope you are too, or you know, whether you're doing it like this or whether you're doing it as a buddy colour and you're choosing different colours. But yeah, that's the story so far. Still got to make up our mind what to do with the eye next time. But yeah, hope you are enjoying it so far. If you are, give me a thumbs up, really appreciate it. It helps the channel and obviously it will help other people to find this video as well, to join in the buddy colour. And if you're not subscribed, obviously hit the bell and you will get a notification of when part 4 goes up. Yeah, so thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Take care and see you again soon. Bye for now.